And we're back for another reading lesson, and we're going to be reading Fiona's Luck today. It's by Teresa Bateman, illustrated by Kayla Murphy. This story is all about Fiona and how she sets out to bring luck back to Ireland by besting the leprechaun king in a test of cleverness. Just another really good kind of folk tale, and you can already tell just even that word cleverness really showing just how good it is to be just smart and use your brains and use your wits. As we're reading this story today, we again are going to be finishing the week with this big skill. You can read it with me, and I can recount. Ready? I can recount the plot of a story and use key events to explain the central message, lesson, or moral. And remember, recount meaning to describe. You are not just telling. You're not telling everything. You're not trying to tell as much as you can. You really are just picking out those very, very most important parts of the story, which really are the key events. And like I've said, it's just like doing a main idea for a nonfiction book. You would never tell everything for a main idea, just the most important things. And we're going to use that then to explain that central message, lesson, or moral. What's that big takeaway? What are you supposed to learn? Like, never quit. Be who you really are supposed to be. How sometimes it really can be better to just be smarter. Try to be clever. Think before you do. All those really good lessons that are, good for the characters learning, but we the reader are supposed to use those ourselves. Make sure I'm not losing the book here. And as I'm reading today, we again are going to be using this graphic organizer, summarizing fiction text. We're going to go through this column again. Somebody, who's the main character in the story, wanted, what is the main character's goal? But, what is a conflict or problem getting in the way of the character's goal? So, how did the character try to solve the problem? Then, what was the resolution? Use those questions to help fill in this information. So here we go. I'm going to be pausing again, though, so I do want you thinking about these first three parts. Who's the main character? What's their goal? And what's that conflict or problem getting in the way of their goal? So, Fiona's luck. Once, luck was as free to be had in Ireland as sunlight and just as plentiful. It filled the air, and anyone could grab a handful of luck as the need arose. This was largely due to leprechauns, for they made luck like cows made milk. Then the big folk arrived in Ireland. They were so large the luck clung to them wherever they went. Something will have to be done, the king of the leprechauns declared. We can't have those huge people soaking up all of our luck. What would be left for us? You can see right down there, that king not happy with all of the big folk. So under the king's orders, the leprechauns wove fine golden thread into magical nets. Then late one midsummer's eve, when the luck was at its height, they swept it up and stored it all in an oak chest by the king's throne, so he could distribute it where and when he chose. And distribute means to pass out, spread. But the leprechauns had been too thorough. They had not only scooped up all the leprechaun luck, but any other luck that had been floating about as well. The land of Ireland fell into a time of great misfortune. And misfortune means opposite of fortune. So you have that good prefix there, miss, that opposite, or wrong. So it's bad fortune, no luck. Hens gave no eggs, and cows would not let down their milk. The potatoes rotted in the ground. Now it happened that in Ireland there lived a woman named Fiona. She knew the lack of luck had to be the work of the leprechauns. So it followed that they alone could restore good fortune to the land. But getting luck back from a leprechaun would be like squeezing water from a stone. Not that it can't be done, but it usually requires more strength than you're apt to have. Sometimes cleverness, though, is worth more than strength. Perfect lesson right there. Sometimes cleverness, though, is worth more than strength. And a couple words here. Restore, meaning bring it back again. Good prefix of re, bringing good fortune, good luck back. And then apt. Then requires more strength than you're apt to have. It means like you usually have. So going to this though, I have my ideas here. I have a really good prediction of what I would put in these boxes, but I'm going to stop there and I want you to think what you would do